Yo, what's going on, Internet? The Black Hokage, aka TBH. And to be honest, I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Gaming Illuminaughty podcast. We are the Enlightened Gamers, and this is episode 92. Before we get into the show, allow me to introduce you to my co-host. The first of which is normally late, but he was actually early this time. Gaming Ethos, say what up to the people.
It was only twice. I counted. It was only twice.
Only twice.
Only twice.
Only twice this year?
Go ahead. Introduce
only
JG.
Twice this year?
No, only twice ever. Introduce JG. Go ahead.
I got you. And my second co-host, he set the time and the date for this podcast last week, but somehow forgot we were supposed to record today. UTX late to the show, the Don. Say what up to the people.
Hey, it's not my fault. I'm gonna own up to what happened. Last week, this dude Ethos was asleep.
Don't put it. No. Don't you deflect. Don't you deflect.
At least I responded.
This ain't Star Wars, nigga. Don't you deflect. Don't you deflect. Nah. Focus on you. Don't even try.
Hey, it happens, bro. Everybody got to take it.
I was early, bro.
No, everybody got to take it now. I own up to it, though. So, all right.
Everybody, I've never been late. I always show up.
That's a lie. You were late.
No, you were late.
Oh, no. You were late too.
Forget. No.
It is crazy.
Shit,
We starting off episode 92 with lies. Okay. Wow. And our guest for today is a Patreon backer. He goes by House MGA. Shout out your social media. Let people know what's up.
What's up, everybody? You can follow me at IBFamous WDS. So that's just my podcast channel. Yeah, just pleasure to be here, y'all.
Oh, cool. And if you want to appear on the next episode, be sure to back us at patreon.com/GI updates. Be sure to take the show on the go. We're available on Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, all of the major podcast outlets. Download the GI app. It's available on iOS and Android. It's free. Just search it on the store. Since we did an episode last week, you guys already know the free games for this month, so we're getting straight into the main conversations. Since the last podcast, Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order has dropped. This is the new action platformer game RPG from freaking Respawn Entertainment, the same people behind Apex, Titanfall. And you are the guest of this episode, House, so I'm gonna give you the floor. What's the good, the bad, and the ugly for you on Star Wars Fallen Jedi Order?
So I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, a lot of the greatness that comes from this game is definitely game mechanics wise for me. It's been a while since I actually played a Star Wars game. I skipped all the Battlefronts and stuff because of all the bad press, and I just wasn't feeling the gameplay myself, so I skipped those. So it's been a while since I've been in the Jedi's boots or whatnot. It just definitely takes me back to the good old days. The mechanics are lovely. That's one of the best things about this game to me is the gameplay mechanics. The only negative I would have to say about it myself is the stiffness of the character. I don't like. It's realistic, I'll give it that, but for me, I like a character who can move more agile. He seems kind of stiff when it comes to the fight and to the jumping, but it's a part of the gameplay mechanics. Don't want to make it too easy for you. That makes sense. And definitely one more great point would be the environments that they put you in. It's great. It looks beautiful. It is beautiful. All the different creatures that are around that you can fight. Some of them you don't even fight. That's one of the best parts. A great part I just went over yesterday when I was playing. No spoilers, of course, but the part where you learn how to wall run right at the beginning of the game. When you look, if you're in that little cavern area, if you look up, because I've noticed I was hearing a noise that kept getting me paranoid. When you look up, there's like just a giant creature just staring down the hole at you. It really creeped me out, but it was great. It's just great attention to detail.
That attention to detail. The game makes you really feel like you want to explore the world. That's one of my positives that I really like about it. I agree with you. I would actually counter kind of what you were saying about like the stiffness. I don't know if this is the mechanics, but I thought maybe the way he moved a little bit heavier on his feet was because he wasn't a Jedi Master. That could be me reaching, but I don't know. That's just kind of like my idea because we're not playing with Obi-Wan or anything like that. So maybe he's just, not as fluid with his body movement because he's pretty much teaching himself.
That's realistic logic right there. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if that was Respawn's intention. That was just kind of an idea that I came up with.
I doubt it, but that's just a nice cover for them, no doubt.
I feel that. What about you, Ethos? We were just joking off stream how this loser already beat the game.
Up.
You just nigga beat the game already. 30 hours. 30 hours.
Damn, that was quick.
This man never sleeps, man.
Fucking loser.
Look, as the master of Sekiro and Dark Souls games, I was gonna beat this game. There's no. Are you even playing it on Jedi Master? You're probably playing on some lower difficulty because you're trash. Anyway,
still doesn't change the fact that you beat.
Hold on. First of all. It was my birthday, so happy birthday to me. These niggas didn't say happy birthday.
Happy belated.
Wow.
Oh, no, today is.
You just gonna lie on us, Ethos? You just gonna lie on us?
Yeah, okay, whatever. JG did.
That's the
JG
second
did.
lie he said on the stream. He said
JG
in this
did.
damn podcast.
Anyways, I'll give JG did. But I streamed it really late at night today, so it'd been early this morning, and then I played it almost all yesterday. I have like 30 hours on the game, but I beat it, the whole campaign. I explored most of the planets. I think it's just like a little segment of one planet I still want to travel to and look into. But overall, shit, this shit is definitely a game of the year contender. It's just good, bro. It's like if Sekiro and Tomb Raider had a baby, it would be this game.
I agree. It's Star Souls.
And it's heat. Yeah. It's I mean, like, the only downside I have to this game is that sometimes it's difficult to tell when you're like deflecting. I wish they made it more pronounced to tell like that you like deflected.
I agree.
Boss fights.
Yeah.
Like, normally I can tell when I'm fighting regular people, but specifically bosses that use lightsabers, it's kind of hard because like they're just clinging to each other, and then a lot of the bosses don't have hit stun. Like, some of them can just keep attacking even if
Did
you're
you
hitting
catch
their
yourself
ass,
just
so.
like mashing the block button to try to perfect parry because you couldn't really tell through the animations?
Yeah,
that's what I was
Gotta
doing.
get that perfect parry, boy.
And yeah, I had to get the perfect parries off, and I'm used to
Sekiro
it.
spoiled us.
And like the problem is like Sekiro's like it's so like you hear the cling cling cling, like you know you're hitting it. This one's kind of like the sound isn't very unique, so it's kind of hard to tell. And like sometimes I'll swear I'm hitting it and I'm still getting like fucked up. So like that's the only issue I had, but it wasn't like something that like killed my experience. It was just I just had to adapt to it, and I was like, okay, now I got it. But everything else, the worlds, fire, the legend, the attention to detail, fire, the level design, fire. The story's actually pretty good. Damn, like there's barely something, like there's nothing in the game that I straight up hated. I think I loved everything about it. So it was like Titanfall 2.
I literally, when I first got on the first planet and I landed, I had to like just spin the camera around. I'm like, can we just take a moment, Chad, to just acknowledge that like, hey, this game is beautiful. The voice acting is great. It flows right. The combat feels. There's no bugs. I'm not getting any fucking frame drops.
It's not boring.
It's not boring. The game just feels like it's made with love, and this shit is really weird to see in 2019 because it's a lot of games out here that don't feel like that. So I got to give praise to Respawn for that. What about you, Jay? How was you feeling about the game?
Yes, I pretty much agree with everything you all said. That was one of the first things I do, and I'm playing the PC version, by the way. So like I did look at the world. I was like, wow, like this game looks amazing. So people came in my chat, they were like, wow, this game looks really good. And I was like, I told y'all, like I'm getting the PC version. Like I'm not about to deal with that. I want the.
I have it on Xbox. Watch your mouth. It looks fine.
Look good on PlayStation.
It runs at 1440p on Xbox.
You didn't play it at 60. I don't want to hear it.
Shut up.
Those had the best possible.
Don't you need to sleep?
Okay?
You ain't even taking a break yet.
Back in the leagues.
I was asleep before we get out
Tell
of here.
them nothing.
But anyway, the game looks good. And it is optimized on PC. I haven't had any issues. Did you have any issues?
No, it was perfectly optimized. I love it.
All right, so there you go. Obviously, these are two isolated issues. There could be
TBH
issues
just doesn't count.
with you if you're playing it, if you're listening in and watching. But for me and Ethos, the game has been optimized. Respawn generally does a good job. So
I just said I didn't have any issues on Xbox either, so it's optimized across the board.
We'll give it.
Wow,
Like
look at me
10
trying to be
hours.
positive, and you niggas is being negative. This doesn't make any sense.
10 more hours, you're gonna
But
run
this
into
is more
some
for you
glitch,
too.
some
This is more for you
bug.
too, because
You always
the
run
reason-
into something.
the reason why you're playing the Xbox version is because you were so afraid of the PC version blowing up your shit again. So
Maybe these developers get it together.
so I understand. So again, like the game looks amazing, it plays amazing, and I will definitely agree with Ethos when he said that it's a mix between like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, whatever you want to pick.
No,
Yeah,
not
Uncharted
Uncharted.
vibes.
No, but there wasn't there. I mean, again,
What?
those games are kind of like mix and
No.
match, so they
No.
kind of do play off each
No.
other. I've seen a couple
No.
of.
I
scenes
refuse
where
to
was
give
like,
Uncharted
I was
any
like,
credit.
man,
Oh my god.
Yo, we wild on today's episode, boy.
I would never give that game
That boy tripping.
I was like, oh no, this
Even though the beginning of the
Uncharted-esque,
game,
bro.
Great
the
storytelling.
game is literally Uncharted.
Yeah, with the train, exactly. Yeah, I was like, you can't deny that, bro.
Shut
Oh,
up. Train.
Oh, so Uncharted is the first game with a train in it. Okay.
No.
It's the
It's
first
not
one.
even that. It's just the
Hold on,
best.
hold on.
Like,
No, know,
it is
how they did it.
It's
bro.
the first one how they did the Uncharted, the train segment. I think
was
I know what segment you're talking about. I know what you're talking
Uncharted
about.
2. That
Uncharted
was
2 was
the
the
I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying there isn't any influence, but I'm just saying, like, let's not act like that's the first game with a damn train in it.
The
Okay?
But it
first
was
thing
the
that
first
came
one
to
in,
mind,
bro.
though, when
It
I
was
was doing
the-
that train sequence.
Yeah, it was the first one to
Yeah.
do a train segment. I think. I don't think any game had done that
like
before.
that. In
Yeah,
that
I like
manner,
that.
yes.
Going car to car. Nah.
I could have swore you fought General Ram on a train. Maybe I'm crazy. I don't know.
You did. We're not talking about that, though.
No, that's not the same, bro. You know that's not the same. You just go
Yeah,
cover
right.
and shoot.
We're talking about how the
You know that's
train
not the same.
derails.
You know you like to piss off the
Derail,
Uncharted fans.
The train derails and you're flipping and shit, and you're trying to avoid falling off the train.
Anyway, shut up. I'm trying to continue.
Okay, go ahead, JG.
This is anarchy.
This is a mess. This is a mess.
Are you not entertained?
All right, and then we got to the gameplay. I was like, okay, like as soon as I like faced the first person, I was like, and I was getting like told what to do with the controls and everything. I was like, yep, they were right. It is Dark Souls-esque. So it's a lot of Dark Souls / Sekiro elements in the game. And normally, and I'll say this on stream too, I was like, damn, if I didn't,
Not another one.
no. I was saying if I didn't like Sekiro so much after getting my ass beat so many times, I would have threw this game away too. So it's not like Force Unleashed people. It's not a spam fest. If you play higher difficulties, it's definitely more Sekiro / Dark Souls as if you play it. But I will say that this game has a difficulty spike, so you can't use easy, normal, hard, or very hard. So if anybody's worried about that, because I know that was one of the things that Sekiro was bashed about because it didn't have an easy mode. But this game does have an easy mode, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to go, super try hard and die a million times. So that is one thing, for you all who's listening and you're worried about this game being Dark Souls-esque. But again, not only with the gameplay mechanics, the fact that you go to these resting areas, you can meditate and resting brings the enemies back. And also, that's the only places you can do your upgrades. Again, that's clearly from Dark Souls. So they definitely had a lot of inspiration from that series. And you'll see it all throughout the game. I've only played a couple hours. I didn't beat it like Ethos, but I plan on playing a little bit more today. But from what I've seen so far, I am interested in the story. It definitely does look like something that I feel once I beat the game, I'm going to be fully satisfied. So again, high praises for me so far. Just for playing a couple hours, my first impressions, I think that the game is definitely worth picking up so far.
Same. Like I played for 4 hours, and I can confidently say you should definitely pick this up if you got the extra money. What about you, House?
Yeah, most definitely. You should definitely pick this up. I know I did. I already had it pre-ordered. One of them GameStop boys over here. Yeah, you know it.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel that.
But yeah, JG was definitely right about the difficulty. Oh my God, my father taught me at a young age, because he was a gamer too, to always start on the hardest difficulty. I did, and oh boy, I didn't even get past the second planet with the Jedi Temple without getting my ass whooped about 100,000 times. So I literally had to down the difficulty.
I feel that. So,
no joke.
What's the name? We all sitting here praising it. We only have like little nitpicks and shit. I had this kind of epiphany like yesterday. I was like, is it time to throw Respawn into the Mount Rushmore game studios, like the GOAT studios? Because like when you think about it, I can make the argument they've never released a bad game. If we're counting the original Infinity Ward with Respawn, if you look at all their games, however you feel about Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare, like at the time we really enjoyed those games. They're not the best, but they were good games. Then you got Apex, then you got Titanfall, you got Star Wars. Is it time to give Respawn their flowers? Are they one of the GOAT studios?
Good question. Yeah.
Think about it. Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, Modern Warfare 2. Then they went to Titanfall, Apex, Star Wars. They have not put out a bad game when you think about it.
Some people could argue Titanfall 1, but I would say that was when they were like small and indie.
It didn't have enough content, but it wasn't a bad game.
But it wasn't a bad game.
It was still a good game.
Yeah, I still enjoyed the shit out of it. I loved it. So yeah, I honestly think they're GOATs after this. It's kind of proved to me, because man, I hate to be Negro Damas again, but shout out to my boy DX, because we had a bet going on. He was afraid the game was going to suck. I had a couple people afraid that the game was not going to be good. And I had faith. I said, y'all got to have faith in Respawn. If there's one EA studio I know
trust in the Force
can do work, it's Respawn. Like whatever game Respawn works on, it's Heat. I know for one fact, if I get a Respawn game, I'm getting fire level design, some cool gameplay mechanics, and the gameplay and it's going to be fun. Those are the three things I know I'm going to get from a Respawn game. And that's funny compared to when I was just playing Death Stranding. It's a totally different experience. So Thoroughly enjoyed this. I definitely think they should.
I wasn't worried about Star Wars because like I think I said like on the last pass. I've had multiple people from EA tell me that like
this one's gonna be good. Yeah.
No, Respawn don't fuck with EA like that. Like their relationship is like EA give us money, that's it. But like EA has they don't have any creative control, and that's why they didn't even know Apex was a thing. And like with Star Wars, there's no microtransactions. You buy the game and you just enjoy your 30-hour experience.
The loot boxes are the collectibles you actually find in the world. Which is
God, people were saying that about Sugar Through like no microtransactions. Is this a real game? I was like, yeah, bro. Like there's no microtransactions.
Man, this is a story. Know your worth, bro. Let the studios don't be letting these companies punk you, bro. You got the leverage at least.
Most definitely.
How did you all feel about the customization in the game?
I liked it, except I'm mad that the only outfits you can get are like poncho changes.
That's poncho.
Like that's a dislike. I wish like you get like different robes like Force Unleashed, but
yeah,
I kind of get it. I guess because of the timing of the game, but it still would have been nice to have some more diverse. Like if they dropped a DLC pack right now and was like, all right, we got Jedi Master robes, we got some like Sith Lord type shit or whatever, I'd buy it.
How long before y'all got a different color lightsaber? Because I'm hearing it takes a while. I got the green one and then I haven't seen anything in hours.
That was
no
also
comment.
another question.
No comment.
It's probably none, right?
No comment.
Pre-ordered, so I got an orange one, and I'm rocking out the whole story mode.
Wow, okay, pre-order culture.
Hold on,
orange my favorite color, so that's just how I feel about it.
You didn't get the colors?
No.
You didn't get an orange?
No.
Damn.
The code? You didn't get a color?
Yeah, EA should have gave you the deluxe version.
They did. Maybe I didn't look through the settings. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
You probably got it, bro.
I looked through there. All I saw was the green one. I'll look again later. Maybe I do.
Also, special shout out if you don't know. If you go into the customization, you look for BT. There's a skin called Vanguard. It's actually a reference to BT from Titanfall 2. He looks just like BT. So special shout out to that little Titanfall thing in the universe.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that's one of my nitpicking edits. I would have liked to see more lightsaber colors because I want a black or a white one.
Got you. I think it's time for Titanfall 3, and it's time for EA to put some money behind it, promote it properly.
Yeah.
Streets need that. I mean, Apex is cool, but I still love Titanfall more. I mean, I don't know if y'all got anything else to say. That's all I got. Like, it's I really don't have nothing negative to say. This shit fire.
I'm ready to hop back on the game right now, bro.
Yeah. I'm about to new game it, bro. I need a new game plus. That's the thing.
What a
nerd. They need to add a new game plus.
What's the name?
I need all my powers, bro.
Did anybody else play Pokemon besides Ethos?
No.
All right, well, you got the floor, Ethos. Pokemon Sword and Shield came out. I wanted to wait till I beat Star Wars before I hop over to that, or depending on what my money was looking like, I didn't want to hop into it. But you played it a little bit. Give the people some impressions on what you think.
I may or may not be playing it right now.
What a nerd.
I mean, I like it. It's Pokemon, bro. Like, you know, I go collect niggas, I battle niggas, I beat niggas up. Like, it's fun. It's the wild area is actually pretty cool. I've only gotten to the first gym, so I'm not that far into it. Siggy, you should have been asking Siggy. Siggy's no life in this shit. But I mean, I enjoy it. It looks good on the Switch, regardless of what people on Twitter tell you. I'm not freaking out to the shadows and shit. Like, it looks good to me. The gameplay's fun. They added a couple of new things. The only dislike I have is like when I'm in the wild area and I'm online, like they have like sort of like representatives of players running around. I do notice that there is a little bit of like FPS drops and slowdown a little bit when I play it. So that's like my only complaint, but it's not like every second. Like it's like every once in a while, but it's nothing too crazy. But the world's actually pretty interesting. Shout out to Subble gang, Water Gang. I mean, overall,
you're not Grookey gang?
No, fuck Grookey.
Dave is gonna have a conversation with you.
Yeah, I don't care. He's a traitor. He was on Sobble Gang, and then he fucking left because he got scared of the third.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
Yeah, you don't even know about it.
I was lost in shit.
This shit is nerdy.
Okay, Sobble Gang is the water type.
Oh.
Grookey Gang is the grass type, and then Scorch Bunny is the grass type. So what happened?
Okay.
Long story short, the level 3 evolutions of them got leaked. And Data Dave saw the level 3 of the water type. I thought he looked fire because he looks like Yusuke Urameshi. But Data Dave thought it looked ugly. So he dipped and then he jumped over to Groki Gang. So
All I know is I just found out there's an R in Grookey or Groki, because at first I thought it was Gookie. I'm like, why are y'all saying racist slurs, bro? What the fuck are y'all talking about, bro? Like, whoa. Shout out to Pokemon though. I actually didn't plan on picking this up, and then I saw a bunch of reviews, and like the gameplay looked really good. It wasn't what they were saying. Like, just looked like exploring the world looked like a lot of fun, and like they actually tried.
Nigga. It's a Pokemon game on the Switch. That's all I need to hear. I don't care about none of this other shit.
Riveting commentary from Gaming Ethos. Pokemon on the Switch, nigga.
The words of Mighty Keith. Can I catch Pokemon? Can I fight niggas with Pokemon? Yeah, that's all. Okay, that's all I need to hear.
It's this nigga beating over there.
So based off what you've seen, you haven't really seen any new things gameplay wise. It's just the world that's new.
No, it's new. The Wild is brand new. It's like Pokemon walk around now. It's not like go into the
That's
grass.
what I liked. You don't have to fight every battle. You can duck Pokemon. I like that.
Like, you can duck. It's not like there's like some that will just appear, like just attack you out of the grass without seeing them, but like there's an icon and you just run away from it. You can avoid fight. So it's not like walking through the wild. Oh fuck, I gotta fight. Oh fuck, I gotta fight. Like you can swerve and get out of it, or you can run around. Like, I literally spent an hour just running out in the wild in a circle, like looking around, like, oh shit, look at that, and just going and capturing it. And there's like on the roads, there's actually like, it's not even just weak Pokemon. There's like big ass strong Pokemon. They're like 20-25 your level, and you're just like, oh shit, I can't fight that, and you got to run away. So like, it's a really cool diversity of like different things that you can find, which I think is really cool. Oh, and you can skip the tutorial. The best thing.
Oh, nice.
You don't gotta do all the tutorial.
Only took them 25 years, but
finally they realized adults play this game.
Can we address like the little controversy that I've been seeing about this game?
How you feel about the Pokemon drama?
So so what's your take, Ethos, since you're playing it? But how do you feel about like some of the animations? Because I've heard
I don't care.
Animations were bad.
Look. They showed a clip of a fucking of a fucking wolf spinning around to turn around. Like that shit it doesn't faze me. It's not like I play Pokemon for in-depth crazy cutscenes and stuff like that. All I care about is the core loop there. Is it fun? Is the game fun? And is it interesting to play? And does it have new Pokemon in it? I don't care about all this extra. I get how people could be upset saying, oh, there's not 600 Pokemon. But be honest with you, and it's true, I'm gonna collect 20 of these niggas max. I'm gonna train them niggas and I'm gonna beat the shit out of everybody with them. Like, I'm not about to collect 600 fucking Pokemon. I can't even remember 200 of them as it is. I can't remember all these types, all these moves. I'm not like into it that deep. I'm just a casual Pokemon player who wants to just play Pokemon.
I didn't know the Pokemon community cared that much about graphics, because I mean, to be honest, it's a turn-based game.
It's never been about graphics. I don't understand.
And then also, I seen people on my timeline talking about like Pokemon drama, but I didn't understand what they were talking about. And then I seen a video. I think it was Data Dave had tweeted on the timeline, or Shino or somebody, and it was somebody basically, they got an early copy of the game and they were criticizing that there were like a few the draw distance. There were some texture pop-ins, and then like the shadow popped in like a little late behind the character, and like I was like looking at that shit. I'm like, this is what y'all complaining about, bro? You bitch ass niggas. Y'all need to be worried about them pedophiles in that Pokemon community. That's what you need to be worried about, nigga.
I'm like, you
need to catch them all, them damn pedophiles, and lock them up. Yeah, let's talk about it, Pokemon community.
It's so bad. They acting like the developers like pissed on them, and then like took their hand and took their wallet, robbed them of their money, and forced them to buy the game. Like, I just don't get how you could be this upset about it.
Texture pop-ins, lack of draw distance, knock a point off. It's fine. It's a 9. It's a 9. But don't say you're not gonna buy the game, because the funny thing is, as soon as that game came out, I seen everybody streaming Pokemon. I was like, I thought we were boycotting this game.
It's literally the meme of everyone boycotting it, but day one, all these niggas gonna be lined up at GameStop buying the game.
Hold on, I gotta get the views, bro. Hold up, I gotta play this.
it doesn't. It's nonsense to me. It's really like it's just that thing where it's like when you get older, you're like, are you like? There's way bigger things you could be bitching about or being like upset about. This is not one of them. It's just like, could you like, people argue?
But you gotta keep in mind, we're talking about the Nintendo community. These niggas be wearing Luigi hats and shit.
To be fair, no, but see, that's it. I don't think this is the Nintendo community. I don't think this is the like Pokemon.
The man babies.
I'll be honest with you. I feel like this entire controversy has been hijacked by like people. Either, I hate to say it like this, who are either PC players, like hardcore, like care about graphics and that sort of shit, care about like, or like very consumer advocacy groups. I don't think the people who actually love and play this game, the community, actually give a fuck about this shit. I really don't, because the only people I see bitching about this shit are people I just don't see like caring that much about Pokemon. It's like they saw some bad shit. They saw like a video and they're like, oh, look at the devs fucking over gamers. Retweet, rise up gamers, and it's like
so
all the
that YouTube crowd, those people.
Yes,
Gotcha.
Yeah, you know which ones I'm talking about. It's like
the Pokemon community hijack theory.
Yeah, and then they get all upset and they're calling conspiracy theories now. It's the same thing like every single year. The game gets good reviews. Developed like even like I saw the IGN one. I think the IGN gave it a 9.3 or 9, and the reviewer doesn't even like Pokemon that much. And she was like, I think it was her. I can't remember. I think. But I know for a fact, like that person had a record of like not liking a couple of the last Pokemon games or not being into it. But she said like, yeah, this was awesome. Like I really actually enjoyed it. I thought I wouldn't, but I actually did. It was a lot of fun. And she even mentions in the review, she's like, yeah, there's some technical issues here. The draw distance could be a little longer. You know, there's a little texture thing, but like it doesn't impact like the entire loop of the game. It doesn't impact your entire like experience of the game. The game is fun to play. So
do people not understand technical limitations too? The Switch is not a powerful piece of hardware. It can only do so much.
And this is the worst thing. Like I'm not sure these people are like really like trolling or not. It's like, bro, they're trying to make up others who say, well, Fire Emblem, Three Houses, or this other Switch game, or Breath of the Wild, they don't have these issues. And I'm like, yo, if you played Three Houses, I can show you images of like really funny images of, I think someone took a picture of the apples being like a 2D flat image. It's like the Switch has limitations, and Pokemon's not the same as Breath of the Wild. Pokemon has like hundreds of Pokemon it has to keep track of, tons of RPG elements it has to keep track of, online mechanics it has to keep track of. Like there's a bunch of shit in this game that Breath of the Wild doesn't have. So I don't understand why you're making an argument with two different games made on two different separate engines with two different technical limitations and different budgets. It just doesn't add up. I just feel like the logic doesn't make sense. So
I think most people don't realize that different games run on different engines, and they think all games are developed. That's all.
They think, oh, if it all runs on the Switch, it all should run the same. It's like, damn, go play Witcher, bro. Witcher's got the same shit. Witcher's got pop-in issues. Witcher has fucking shadow issues. But everyone was like, damn, this game looks really fucking good on the Switch. Like, I'm surprised you did it. Like, damn, give the game
conspiracy go deep, boy.
Yeah,
it's like Star Wars runs on Unreal Engine. That's why it runs well, unlike all those Frostbite games. Anyways, just putting that out there. More examples. Respawn doesn't fuck with EA. So I mean, there's some Pokemon impressions for those of you that are considering getting it. Here's something for you guys. So this is something that I talked about on the solo podcast, Hokage THOTS. Go check it out, guys. Somebody had asked me what are the most influential games of the last 10 years, and when I did that discussion on my podcast, people were like, a lot of people left comments on the YouTube version. They were like, yo, this is a really good topic, you should bring it over to the GI podcast. And I was like, fuck it, why not? So like the stipulations that I came up for most influential games of the last 10 years is not most popular or the most sales, but what influenced game mechanics and what influenced like cultural impact. I don't know. What are some influential games to you, House?
Oh shit! To me, it will definitely be. I know for me, it's not something that is really changing the game that much. For me, it's usually just about enjoying the game. So specific ones, you're gonna have to come back to me on that one.
Okay, I got you. What about you, Jay?
I mean, I hate to like be an echo, but you pretty much hit like the main games that I was thinking about.
I forgot two that I was gonna bring up, but yeah, go ahead.
Like you said, when you mentioned like the Dark Souls series, well, you specifically mentioned like Demon Souls, because that was the one that like kind of popped it off, and that like, 'cause that community is kind of like ridiculous as far as like their love for that specific genre of games. And as you can see, like we were talking about Star Wars, and they have a huge influence from Dark Souls, and like
I didn't even know Star Wars was gonna be like Dark Souls, so that was actually another
like we heard rumors, but yeah, it ended up being like that. So, and then they reinvented themselves with Sekiro, so that's a main one. League of Legends, definitely for the MOBA genre. I mean, like, because that's still going to this day, like regardless of how you feel about it, that entire genre really got put on the map because of League of Legends. Like it's ridiculous, and we had a huge wave of MOBA games pretty much when that got popular. Even though like you said PUBG, I mean, even though like we know like H1Z1 started all, I'm going to say H1Z1 as far as impact, being influential, because that literally started the whole wave of battle royale games that got everybody popping, because that's where all the people that are now Fortnite people when they got big off of that. You know, even when they came from PUBG, a lot of them started from H1Z1 or like the main ones, the godfathers of that. So I'll actually say H1Z1 over PUBG. Let's see, when did, because now I gotta think, because you said over the last 10 years, so I don't want to be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm gonna throw one out there that I forgot to say. I was like, damn, how did I forget this one? Minecraft. I can't stand it, but that's easily one of the most influential games. You said what?
I thought that game came out before 2010.
It did? I could have swore. Hold on, when did Minecraft one?
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that was like
I feel like Minecraft came out. That was the thing.
It was like a long time ago. I remember like the first build of it was a long time ago.
2009, so
yeah, it's before.
Right, so no, it's 10 years then.
No, that's 10 years. That's right on the dot.
Oh,
on the mark. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I would definitely put Minecraft because there's been so many games that, man, I could argue Fortnite wouldn't exist without Minecraft because of the building function.
I can kind of see the correlation. I'm gonna disagree with you on that, but we all agree to disagree.
Yeah, I don't know about
fuck y'all too. How about that?
Dollar Shave Club. When I talk about Dollar Shave Club, I can't stress enough the quality of their products. They spent years developing, crafting, and refining everything. They have everything I use to look, feel, and smell my best. You name it, they have it, and I use it. I've been a Dollar Shave Club member for years. Now, even though I don't shave anymore, as you can see, I have my beard. It's fresh, I know. I still use the post-dew when I get home from the barbershop. After I get that shave, I put the post-dew on my neck once again just to prevent those razor bumps because those razor bumps are bad. Nobody wants those. But when I was shaving, I used the executive razor, the shave butter, the prep scrub, and the dew. Those are all necessary to use. They work and they're great. And as amazing as their shave stuff is, Dollar Shave Club is way more than just razors. Dollar Shave Club has you covered from head to toe. They have everything you need to shower, shave, style your hair, brush your teeth, and yes, even wipe your butt. And Dollar Shave Club can keep you automatically stocked up on all the products that you use. You get what you want whenever you need it, whether that's once a month or a few times a year. I never had to waste time at a store wondering if what I'm getting is any good. As a Dollar Shave Club member, I know what I'm getting is the highest quality. And right now, you can put the quality of Dollar Shave Club products to the test. The Ultimate Shave Starter Set has basically everything you need for an amazing shave. The Executive Razor, Shave Butter, Prep Scrub, and Post Shave Dew. The best part is you can try it for only $5, people. That's $5. After that, the restock box ships regular size products at regular prices. Get your Ultimate Starter Set for just $5 at dollarshaveclub.com/GI. That's dollarshaveclub.com/GI.
Yo, guys, let's talk for a minute. So y'all know the moment where you got to get a new pair of like underwear or socks or just some comfy clothes, and you know, it's kind of strange when you go to the store and you're trying to look at all these brands and like, well, what should I get? Well, I got you. I recommend checking out Mack Weldon Clothing Line. It's a premium men's essential brand that believes in smart design and premium fabrics. Y'all know what I mean. Comfy clothes, baby. So you're getting like underwear, shirts, socks, undershirts, hoodies, and sweatpants that are all comfortable. And you deserve better, so get better. With a line that actually eliminates odor and a fair refund policy. So if you don't like it, you can ship it back and, you know, get your money back. But with that, why not give it a shot? I mean, I got some sweats a while back due to the cold season coming in because, you know, I'm in Michigan and the weather sucks. And trust me, it was incredible. It felt like I was on a cloud. With simple purchasing and ease of mind shipping, and you can get 20% off of your first order by visiting mackweldon.com using promo code GI.
I feel like another game did the building thing.
That's the only one I can think that I forgot. I could have swore it was two. I can't remember what was the other one. What about you, Ethos? You got any examples
of what, like
influential games? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Dark Souls, yeah. Fortnite, The Last of Us, God of War.
Wait, how do you feel like God of War was influential?
I feel like God of War was like a subset of Last of Us, but I feel like it's kind of going to be like, you can't tell now, but I have a strong feeling a lot of games that are going to come out in the future are going to be very inspired by God of War, especially reboots. Wouldn't surprise me if you're going to see a lot of games get rebooted and they're going to feel a lot like God of War. That's what I mean in that aspect. I feel like God of War is influential because it is like how to do a reboot properly.
Got you. Okay. I get what you're saying. Got you.
For hot take ones, I would say, obviously like Mass Effect 2, I would say too.
Yeah.
Witcher 3, that's a given. Shadow of Mordor, I'd actually argue.
That was my joint.
Yeah, and then
wait, you gotta break it down. Why do you feel like that influences
Nemesis system?
But what other game has adopted the Nemesis system?
Warframe recently adopted it. I think there's a couple as well. Yeah,
I gotta look this up. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they just dropped the update.
The games need to.
Yeah, but I feel like it's another mechanic that I think a lot of people will like adapt in the future as well. And I think there's a couple other games that have also used a similar like Nemesis-like a system.
Gotcha.
I feel like it makes open world games way better. And then hot take one, I mean Overwatch. I'd say Overwatch definitely. And then my hot take one would be Destiny 1.
Why?
Because Destiny 1 influenced like a lot of like looter shooters. Like granted, Borderlands, yeah, but like Destiny 1 pushed the online looter shooter.
I would agree with that.
And a lot of studios try to copycat it like after that.
I feel that.
Yeah, so I'd argue it's
even like the shared worlds that they have. I agree.
Shared world looter shooter, yeah.
Like this, like Smash Bros. 1 didn't come out obviously 10 years ago, but I still feel like it's one of the most influential games of the last 10 years because I mean, there's so many. When I think about it, there's so many rip-offs of Smash Bros. That have came out like in the last 5 years alone, and I would think that would have to do with thanks to Smash Bros. Wii U. And like the YouTube community.
Skyrim too. I forgot about Skyrim.
That was the one people said Skyrim. So I didn't finish Skyrim because that shit was boring to me. What's so influential about it?
It was the first. Okay, the reason I remember it took me a while because I was talking to DX about this. Granted, like nowadays you play Skyrim, it's pretty trash. But I remember for the time.
Now you just triggered half the comment section.
It's true. Nowadays it's pretty trash. I hate to say it. The only reason why that game even gets played anymore is because of the modding and a bunch of so maybe
that's why I don't like it.
Like a big titty anime girl.
I played it I played like a couple years ago. Maybe with the hype, you can't live up to the hype.
But no, if you played it the year it came out or the day it came out, this game was revolutionary.
Good for its time. Okay.
I don't think in 2011, I don't think a game had ever achieved that level of open world. Like the amount of openness that the open world had, no game had hit that. And it wasn't until Witcher 3 then took the spot and then showed like I can make an even bigger world with more stuff in it. Skyrim like held that trophy beforehand. Like everyone was comparing open worlds to Skyrim. Like, is your world as like live as Skyrim? Does your world have so many things to do like Skyrim? Like Skyrim was the like best open world game until like Witcher 3 came out. Like,
so what you're telling me is without Skyrim, we wouldn't have gotten shitty Ubisoft games like Ghost Recon Breakpoint.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say Ubisoft games were more inspired by Far Cry 3. I'd actually say Far Cry 3 is very influential too, because I think I'd say every like post Far Cry 3 game has been like a lot of Ubisoft games have been inspired by its design because it was the first time I think they tried that type of like open world with like towers and shit. But like, I mean, Skyrim is a big.
Wait, no, you could make the case for Assassin's Creed instead of Far Cry because Far Cry borrowed from Assassin's Creed.
Well, Assassin's Creed came out.
But that wasn't the last.
No, that was an open world game.
The second
Wait, what's
one
that?
did, but
Far Cry 1, no, they didn't do that open world. I mean, the tower shit until Far Cry 3, not Far Cry 1.
I mean, I meant like the whole open world aspect of it, like with all the side missions, all the collectibles.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2. That was before Far Cry 3.
Assassin's Creed 2, I think, came out before
Creed 2 came out in 2009.
When did 3 come out?
17.
I wouldn't even say 3.
God damn it, we're old.
Far Cry 3 came out in 2012. Far Cry 2 came out in 2008, so it actually came out before
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, I get you that then.
I guess.
Did you say on your podcast the Walking Dead Telltale series?
Yeah, I did say that one, I believe.
Okay,
I'd give that one.
If you did, that really started the whole
point and click,
Telltale.
Choose your own adventure.
Well, I wouldn't say it started it, but it
made it popular.
Reinvigorated it.
Yeah, it made it popular again.
And I would say, even though I don't like the game, I would still give Breath of the Wild the credit too.
What is that influenced?
I was about to say Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I'd say Breath of the Wild.
What has that influenced?
It's emergent gameplay. I'm not saying it now. It's like kind of like the God of War.
What does that mean? Emergent gameplay.
Emergent gameplay. Is
Fuck is it?
Okay, I'll explain too. I forgot you're not game developers. Emergent gameplay is a philosophy where you build your game where like you build systems that all can interact and influence each other. So like this is why like in Zelda, and they don't tell you how to do this in Zelda, but like you can play Breath of the Wild and let's say you get a fire arrow, right? And you fire it at like grass. And because of emergent gameplay, the way that the tools work is the grass can react to the fire and set everything ablaze. Like this isn't predetermined by the game. This is just, it's set up for certain like aspects of the game. And then those rules just clash with each other. So it allows for player experimentation. MGS does this very well. So like MGS 5 is like all of the game is emergent gameplay where they tell you to get from this point to this point, but they don't tell you how to do it. And then you can do it any way you want. That's what emergent gameplay is. It's when you create ways to like complete the game. You don't, the game doesn't like force you to do certain things to do it, get it done.
Gotcha.
Okay.
There you go. That's the short of it. It's actually pretty interesting. I really like those type of games.
Emergent gameplay. Where else do you learn this at other than the GI podcast? This is an emerging podcast.
Well, keep the facts coming.
Yeah, like trying to think of more influential games. I would probably throw like Dead by Daylight into that because
why?
That game is very
Dead by
popular.
Daylight.
Yeah, because as you can see, it's spawning other.
Did you he just disrespect Faith?
Did I disrespect what?
Fucking what's the game with Faith in it? The EA game.
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge. Yeah, Mirror's Edge.
Wait, what does that have to do with
That has
Dead
nothing
by
to do with
Daylight?
Dead by Daylight.
Oh, you know what?
That's
I'm thinking
an asymmetrical
Yo,
game.
Angry
Bro,
Joe is right. Angry Joe is right. It's too many zombie games, bro. It's too many fucking zombie games, dog.
No,
Oh my
Dead
god.
by
the
Daylight.
asymmetrical one.
Dead by Daylight has influenced like the 4 or 5v1 type of gameplay. Friday the 13th.
Wait, hold on. When you argue that would be Evolve? Didn't Evolve come first?
No.
Didn't
Yo,
Evolve
don't
come
you,
first?
yo,
Evolve
shut the
didn't do
fuck
it.
up, bro.
Hold on. Didn't Evolve come
Didn't do a
first?
good job.
I could argue Dead by Daylight was inspired by Evolve.
I'm not saying that they were
Evolve
first person
inspired
to do
more
it. They were
microtransactions.
good.
Wasn't it $5 for the color blue?
They're the first person to do it correctly. But I mean, if you want, you could argue that Evolve like was the brainchild behind it, but they did a terrible job at that game.
I'd rather pick Dead by Daylight. No, because people are still streaming Dead by Daylight to this day. That game was much more influential. Evolve literally died in 48 hours.
You're right. Okay.
It was terrible.
That didn't influence nobody.
That was horrible, dead bro.
That company didn't Turtle Rock collapse or something because of that game?
Horrible, man.
No, they're making a game right now.
But they were gone for a while.
They were in that shelter with
they had
Sean.
to hide in the Fallout shelter
with No Man's Sky.
No, with Fallout.
Fallout 76, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's all I can think of. I don't know if y'all got any more y'all want to add to this conversation.
Yeah, it's probably some more. Like I said, I was looking at this list.
We're not gonna remember every one of them, so don't get upset with us. We're just popping off at the top of the head. We're just popping.
Special shout outs to Nier Automata. Underrated as fuck.
Yeah, that map wasn't. What's the name? Moving on
Neither
to
is the Jedi one. I don't want to hear it. Shut up.
Moving on to the news side. Yeah, that map isn't the best. Moving on to the news side of the podcast. Microsoft just had an event there. What is it? Exo 19 in London, where they revealed a bunch of different stuff. You wrote this one, Jay. What were some highlights from this event for me?
London town. All right, so it was kind of boring. I'm gonna be honest, but what this conference did is, first of all, like, can we talk about how like these companies are copying off each other again? Like, what is going on with this? First, Nintendo, they're like, all right, we're not going to E3, we're not doing.
First of all, did y'all know this event was coming? Because I was like, somebody was like in my chat, Xbox event. Did you see it? I was like, what?
No, I did not. I literally heard about it the day of.
Literally, you told me it.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, what the hell? But Nintendo did the Nintendo Direct. Now Sony doing the State of Play, and now Xbox like, all right, we're gonna have our separate event. We're gonna do our quarterly event to check in and let you know what's coming. So this is pretty whack. Like, you literally copy each other again. But I digress. So what this event did was basically tell us the games that were originally announced. They just gave us release dates. So a lot of people were very excited about the Master Chief Collection on PC for Halo. We are getting Halo Reach on December 3rd, 2020.
Armor Lock boys are back.
3rd. So even though that was one of my least favorite Halos, I might hop back on it.
That's the best Halo. Watch your mouth.
You gotta be out your fucking mind. Stop.
No, I'm not. I'm dead ass. That is my favorite Halo.
You're an
bro.
armor lock nigga.
I am. There's no more satisfying feeling than going into big team battle and a fucking tank trying to run you over and you armor lock. They get so mad. I love that shit.
Is garbage.
Yeah. I love that shit. It's if you're a troll, you'll love Halo Reach.
And Bloom in that game was ridiculous, but anyway,
that's the best one.
Anyways, second major piece of news, and people came in my chat obviously because I'm the resident Yakuza streamer. Yakuza is finally coming to Xbox, and I kind of seen this will come. It's really not a big surprise because it's on PC now. So Yakuza 0, Kiwami, and Kiwami 2 are going to arrive in early 2020. They actually did give a hard date on that one, but it's coming next year. So for you Xbox people that never had a PC or PS4, now you get to enjoy the Yakuza series as well. Finally, Bleeding Edge, the game that got leaked last year, then finally got revealed at E3. We're getting a date on that, March 24th, 2020.
They didn't show no gameplay, did they? Because I was looking, all I saw was CG trailers.
Nope, still no gameplay. I remember
Phil Spencer, man.
As soon as that game got revealed, they were like, sign up to play the alpha, and I got nothing. I don't know anybody who played that game, so I don't know if any of you do, but I haven't seen anything. So they must have been keeping that super under wraps, or they delayed it. So hopefully we get like a beta or something.
Am I the only one that finds the irony? And this game is called Bleeding Edge, and it's on the Xbox, the console in last place.
Oh God, no! I didn't say you said something. I didn't say you said something.
That shit is not on the Bleeding Edge, boy. That shit is on the panels. That's what it's on.
So other notable games, or I wouldn't really say notable, but people cared about Age of Empires. So we get the Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition and Age of Empires 4. So those are coming on the way. Other games that they showed was Drake's Hollow, Planet Coaster, the console edition, Wasteland 3, Last Stop.
These are all literally Steam games.
Yeah, Jurassic Park Evolution, The Artful Escape, Tell Me Why, Kartrider Drift, Grounded, Everwild, and Fractured Minds. So those are all the games that they show.
So like these are part of the Xbox Game Pass, or just something they announced that's coming to Xbox?
They're probably going to be part of the Game Pass. I would presume.
Because if I was a PC gamer, I would be tempted to go over to Xbox if I could get all these games for like $15 a month. All these PC games.
Yeah, I would presume that they all would eventually, if not immediately when they do come out. So we'll see. But like I said, if for all the like casual gamers, you don't care about the majority of these games. So I figure you only care about Halo, Yakuza, maybe, and then Bleeding Edge. That was really all that this event was about. The other games, unless you care about Age of Empires, you really didn't care about anything else.
The whole list you just gave, was that old games or are those new games?
They're supposed to. It's a mix. Because like Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition, that's it's already out. Jurassic Park Evolution, that's already out on PC. Like, so a lot of these games are just coming from PC to Xbox. That's really all that they were doing. Like for the majority of these, some of these are new, but the majority of them are just PC ports, to be honest.
All right.
Yeah.
What's the name? So I mean, that's what's coming from Xbox. They're looking for those other games from the mother studios they announced, but maybe when the new Xbox comes out. Let's see, other news. This one just came out. It's being reported that EA and BioWare are prepping to they're working on an overhaul for Anthem. It's being called Anthem 2.0 or Anthem Next. Some things, as they said, they're looking at overhauling the loot, the mission structure. They're coming up with this whole question: what does it even mean to even be a mission? Some of the social interactions they're trying to change up. How are we feeling about this? Like, is this a good? Oh, also they said that this is such a big overhaul that it's not just BioWare teams that's working. First of all, they have all of BioWare working on it. For those of you unaware, BioWare is a big studio. They have the Edmonton, the Austin, and the Alberta. And they have all three BioWare studios working on Anthem right now to overhaul it. And then they said they brought in developers from other studios within the EA. So they brought them in backup. Like, they are dead serious. They are pumping some serious money into Anthem. Like, Ethos, what do you think they need to do in order to bring people back into this series?
Man, it's what I've said, and I'm going to say it once, I'm going to say it twice, I'm going to say it again, bro. Next year, around this time, people will be saying how Anthem had a big comeback. And I'm going to say it again and again and again and again. You can mark my words on it. A lot of people shat on this game. I get why. I still like it. I don't care if you don't like it. I still play it. I have fun playing it. It could be better. I stand by this game because I believe in the potential it has, and I think it could be really good. And I still think this game has some of the best combat in a long time. It just has rough around the edges. It just needs to cook, but the core gameplay is there. This news doesn't surprise me at all, despite what all the naysayers and all the all the people posting YouTube videos said about how Anthem was dead. Anthem has a skeleton crew developing the game. all that shit was fake news. It's not real. I'm tired of it every single time. Somehow with Anthem, people always love making up fake shit about the game, even though they have no clue what they're talking about.
Talk to him, EA Shield. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, as the EA shill, I'm telling you, bruh. By next year, a lot of you motherfuckers gonna be in this comment section like, damn, I'll make sure we mark the date. I want y'all to put in the comment section when it happens.
Ethos is saying this, by the way. I hope it gets better, but I'm not going to definitively say anything.
I'm gonna defend it. I'm gonna take this bullet, bro, because I believe that they'll make Anthem great again. Or great.
I will say I do think it's weird how obsessed people are with just like shitting on Anthem. Because I agree with you. The game was rough around the edges, but the core gameplay was still fun. I'll stand by that. But like it'll be like videos that I'll drop that have nothing to do. Like it'll be me joking about Arby in the video.
Anthem?
Yeah, people were like, yeah, but when you gonna do an update on Anthem? I'm like, what is y'all obsession with just hating on this game? Where was your energy for Days Gone? Because that game was dog shit. I don't give a fuck what anybody. Like, I couldn't even get out of the first 10 minutes because that game was so fucking bugged out. So I don't understand where. Keep that same energy for every game. That's all I'm confused about.
Look, Anthem got special hatred because it was an EA game. We all know it. That's the truth. That's 100% why it happened. Anytime you see the word EA, you're gonna shit on it. They would have done the same thing to Star Wars. They were hoping Star Wars would have been bad too, so they're gonna shat on that again and be like, EA can't make good games. But I feel like slowly but surely the narrative doesn't seem to match up with what it happens. We go through this cycle, and I think this is the thing that irritates me. I think the reason I defend this game so much is because, and just BioWare in general, is because I get so sick and tired of us going through this fucking cycle every year, every 2 years, where everyone swears to God that EA is gonna shut down BioWare. Oh, after the last game, EA is gonna shut it down. Oh, BioWare hasn't made a good game, and every single time. It never happens. Somehow the inverse happens. Somehow EA gives them more resources, allows them to continue the games. And the thing that irritates me the most about everything about why people act this way towards Anthem is that, damn, bruh, I thought we wanted games to get better. I can name a plethora of games that came out that were really bad or had a lot of issues, and then slowly but surely the developers, instead of giving up on them like they used to,
I feel like people forgot Destiny 1 was ass when it first came out.
Destiny 1 was ass, bro. It was straight up ass. And then now everyone's shitting on Anthem and saying, oh, Destiny 2 is way better. Destiny 2 came out and was ass. So like, I don't understand this thing. It's like everyone has deja
and it took like a year and a half before that Taken King came out. It was ass for a long time.
It was ass for a long time. And then they just shit on Anthem, and then it's gonna happen the same way. The only thing I've read in the article that I would be like, don't do this, EA, is don't charge people to play Anthem 2 or Anthem Next. That's the only thing I definitely agree with. If they did that, yeah, that'd be pretty shitty. I guess maybe if like you gave anybody who already owns Anthem the update for free, cool. And maybe new players have to pay something to get into it. Yeah, cool, that's fine. But this whole thing going into Anthem's Twitter, like this shit annoys me. Like I retweet shit about Anthem all the time. They just posted new content for the game that I thought was really fire. They included the Mass Effect skins, so you can have your Colossus look like a Krogan, you can have your Ranger look like a Turian. I thought that shit was dope, so I retweeted it because I'm like, yo, this is some dope shit. And I swear, every time I post content or post anything Anthem, someone's always got to be that nigga in the comments saying, oh, let this game die, all this and that. What happened to us being like, okay, yeah, the game wasn't perfect, it wasn't that good, I enjoyed it, but it had a plethora of issues. What happened to us being instead like, all right, I want to at least give them a chance to fix the game and let it hit its potential, then just give up on the game? I don't understand. We've now just straight up been like, Joe, let the game die. EA cancel it. EA cancel this. Bro, I'd rather them work on the games that they've already worked on, understand the feedback, make the game better, and make the game good.
I would also like to point out,
Rainbow Six Siege went through this. No Man's Sky went through this. I think there's I can name a ton of games that went through this exact same cycle. You got to give them.
I would also like to point out, keep that same energy for games that are out here breaking people's peace. I know it's like the ongoing joke that I uninstall stuff because I run into bugs and glitches, but we cannot give Modern Warfare a pass. I know you two haven't had issues with it, but just to give everybody an update, for those of you who haven't heard, not only did it blue screen my PC, but also in GI Black, it destroyed his hard drive. It literally killed his hard drive, and he had to take it out, and now he's running off of one hard drive. It blue screened his PC, and then his hard drive stopped working, so now he only has one hard drive in his PC.
I mean, in Modern Warfare's defense,
if you do a Google search, you will see that a lot of people are getting blue screens on that game, and it's like, where's the energy for this shit, bro? I just don't understand.
I mean, that's his fault. He should have put it on an SSD.
And he would have blew his SSD up.
No. SSD. I bet you that's the thing, because I think JG has it on SSD. I have it on SSD.
So you think it's blue screening people that just on a regular hard drive?
Did you put it on the hard drive?
Yeah, I actually did.
Okay, well, I'm just saying it might have been was it an old hard drive? Like, have you had it for a while?
No, it's not old. This is new PC.
No, I'm talking about the hard drive.
No, everything's doing it.
Like, is it a fast one? Is it like a 5,400 RPM?
It's 5,000 something.
Oh, so it could be just it was a slow hard drive. Maybe Black used it on like a really shitty old one. Maybe that's why it blew it
Bro,
up.
that's not a good excuse.
I'm not saying that's fair. I'm not saying that's right.
But I get what you're saying. If it would have been on an SSD,
But I'm
then less
saying
likely
maybe
happened.
the issue
But that's
is
still bullshit, bro. It's a fucking hard drive.
Right, but I'm saying everyone who has not had an issue, because I remember Chaos was having issues early on, but I told him, he's like, did you put it on SSD? And I said yes. And so he said he reinstalled on his SSD.
So you think the write speeds aren't fast enough?
I think maybe it's about the speed of your drive that you installed it on. Because, you know, it's shader warfare. There's a bunch of shaders it's installing.
So basically, they should have spent more time, you know, testing the game. Got you. Okay. So then people would have been aware of that.
I don't know what causes it, so I can't say that for sure, but I'm saying that might be an idea if you ever try it again. I'm not saying you should.
No, I'm not risking my PC.
No, it's not worth the frustration.
No, I don't feel like getting sniped by a shotgun.
Yeah.
House, what about you? Do you feel like there's anything in specific that you would need for them to bring you back to Anthem? Or I don't even know if you have played it.
So I didn't play I played the beta for the first one with my friends. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. When they ended up getting it, I was broke around that time, so I didn't. And then as soon as I got geared up and had the money to get it, they were already done. And there's not a lot of replayability there. So definitely I would like to say either a longer story mode and just basically more activities to do, because it was only about a month later by the time I was able to get it. But then by that time they were already like bored of it. And yeah, so just for people like me who aren't going to get games like that, if I'm just playing by myself, if you want to get crowds of friends who are going to play this, you just make most of everything, which they may have already did for the first one, make everything multiplayer. So I think they already did that with the first one. I'm not 100% sure on that.
What about you, Jay?
I mean, like throughout the changes and updates that they made, they have done a lot of quality of life changes. I would like to see more Titans in there, more operators. I think that would be awesome. A better variety of guns, because I know that that was one of the issues that they did have with like the guns all look the same, and it was like a small range of guns that you could actually use. So I'd like to see more of that as well. I'd like to see them also make a quality of life change when it comes to the actual story, because even though like the story was okay, it was still, and we gave this a negative as well when we first reviewed it. We just felt like it was just way too hard to follow, especially when you were in a party. Like it was just very hard to pay attention to it. So if they're going to like overhaul it and give us like brand new story or continuation of the story, I would hope that they would make that change as well. Other than that, I feel like that would be a start for me wanting to give it another chance, because I'm going to be constantly optimistic because we have seen games like what Ethos mentioned with Destiny. You know, they end up having a rough start, and then when they end up overhauling the game or making like one huge change, and people ended up coming back to it, ended up being a decent game. The Division had this problem as well. After we beat the Division 1, then nobody wanted to play it. We were like, all right, what's left? And then they ended up making a huge change, and then people ended up popping back on there. Same with No Man's Sky. Absolutely no one wants to play that damn game. And now after they made the change, and now everybody's like, oh, this game is actually...
I forgot about that. That's actually a really recent one, and everybody just forgot about that turnaround. That's a really recent.
Yeah. I still didn't get back on it, but again, like I've heard of people that, you know, they were like, oh, okay, like this game is actually okay. So like I said, we've seen it before with different companies, with different games. So again, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, because I agree with Ethos and UTVH. We did play it. Like I did have fun, but it just ended up not going anywhere. And I feel like they took a little bit too long with some of the updates, and then by that time it was like, all right, well, we played through this dungeon, and then that was it. Like we were ready to move on, and after that I was like, well, this is taking up too much space on my hard drive, so I just ended up deleting it. And I didn't want to give it another try, re-download it, and then play a couple more dungeons or experience some more skins, or like one more new gun, or one more new thing that I could put on my operator, and then that's it. Like I felt like it wasn't worth it. So again, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic, but hey, EA, you know, we here, you know, we're game changers. So whatever you do, put us in. Let us
test the game early. Let
us experience it.
I will literally I will take time off. That's how much I want this game to fucking be good. I will take time off and spend a week at your studio and like just crucify the fucking game to make sure that you guys can get like the most honest.
Part of me feels like you just want to be right about something.
Yes, because I like being right. Because when I'm right, it makes points and I know what I'm fucking talking about. So people can just stop doubting the shit I be saying sometimes.
Freaking, I'm gonna remain cautiously optimistic too. Like I hope it turns out well, but I'm not gonna hold my breath either. I hope it turns out well too, just because like when we do test stuff out, I'm letting everybody, if anybody from EI hears this, like it's just a pain in the ass to even like stream this game or upload any type of content because they're gonna be on your ass about. It's like you start streaming the game, and it's not that I care what anybody says. I legitimately don't care what they say. It's just like, bro, you motherfuckers is losers, dude. Like, why are you playing this shit? No, first of all, if you go from video to video, stream to stream, criticizing anybody playing Anthem, who's the bigger loser? The person playing it or the person obsessed with something that they don't like? It's just those people. I just don't want them in my chat. So I hope it's good. So they give me some more positivity in the universe because there's enough negativity. Maybe go contact Respawn. They know how to make games. I don't know.
Yeah, have Respawn help you out.
Yeah, there you go. Although they used Unreal though, so I don't know. Anthem stuck on that frostbite. Woof. I don't know. We'll talk later, AJ. Anyways,
we'll hit you up. We'll figure it out.
I'm playing. They're like, who the fuck is AJ?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. That's my man's right there.
Yeah, that's my man. My man shoot. I'm a shoot.
What's the name? Other news. It is rumored that SOCOM 5 could be coming back, and it could be coming back to the PS5.
Yarn.
It is wow. I can't even. Let me get to the story, then we'll get to
Yarn.
It is rumored.
Yarn.
It is rumored that it's coming to the PS5. They're saying that Guerrilla Games has a second team that's hard at work on a new SOCOM title for the PS5, and they're also saying there's also a rumor that they're working on a sequel for Horizon Zero Dawn. All right, so it's been a while since the last SOCOM came out. Fun fact, that is the first game I ever played online, so it has a special place in my heart. So, but I'm not going to lie, I can't help but wonder, was this game as good as I remember, or was it just my first online experience, so it has a special place in my heart? So I'm a little curious to see how SOCOM 5 would translate in today's gaming versus what I played as a kid. But Ethos, why do you say Yarn?
Because I'm tired of people begging for that game, and every single time like some game that tries to emulate it comes out, it's usually trash. I feel like it's one of those dinosaurs that you just stay in the past, just let it die. I don't feel like they need to revive it, to be honest with you.
Brutal honesty. I
hate to say it, it's time to just hang it up. Let people just accept, bro. Like, I don't think
that we need new legends.
I mean, if you want to play SOCOM, bro, play something nice, bro. It's 2019, bro. Let that game die, bro.
Damn, says
that
the
was
guy
actually
who
just propaganda for the it's just propaganda for the U.S. military to get people to join the military.
All right, get this guy out of here. Well, what about you, House? Do you care anything about SOCOM?
Oh fuck yeah, man. That was one. It also holds a special place in my heart for a separate reason though, because my dad. That's the first game me and my dad played online together. I keep bringing it. I keep bringing it. Exactly. I was like, yo, he out here eating it, bro. Like, Ethos out here trying to bury this shit for good.
Hey, you should fight for what you believe in, bro.
It's a nostalgia. It's a nostalgia. It's definitely 100% nostalgia for me. It's the first game. Me and my dad were able to play online. I think, tell me if I'm wrong, SOCOM is one of the first online games I would love to believe in.
It was.
For the
you had to get the adapter. Yeah, it was.
Hell yeah, we had to get a couple adapters. Because, other than that, we'd play, on the screen together for other games, but we never got to play SOCOM together until I think it was SOCOM 2 or SOCOM 3. That started the online thing, and so we were able to play that. It's definitely nostalgia, but on the other hand, I have to agree with Ethos. It's so many first person shooter games out there now. The only way it could survive is if you bring SOCOM to 2019, 2020, whenever it's supposed to come out. And it'll be extremely difficult to do that because of, everything's
SOCOM was third person.
Done. Oh, that's my shit. That's why I love it so much.
You sure you played it?
Oh, chill out. Yeah. Hold up, man.
I was like, wait a minute. I'm not going to let you let that slide. That ain't a first person shooter.
You pulled my gamer card? Hold on.
Like, yo, that was a good 15 plus years ago. I was very young. But you're right about that. It was third person. That's actually why I like this so much, because I don't really I'm not too heavy on first player games.
If you go back and like look at the gameplay, it was called U.S. Navy SEALs SOCOM. Like they call it the tactical shooter, but if you actually go back and look at gameplay, it's a third person shooter where people would just strafe left and right. Like it didn't really. If you look at like footage now, it doesn't really seem that tactical. But like back then, I guess because the graphics were amazing on the PS2, like it was probably that's why I say like was it nostalgia or was it really that good? But I'd be open to trying it. What about you, Jay?
Yeah, if they did something new.
Basically,
I'm not gonna lie to y'all, TVH and House. It's 100% the nostalgia at this point. This is why you want it, man. Yeah. Like, come on, man. How many years have they been pump faking no SOCOM, bro? Has it been like over 10 years? I swear it has, because it's been a while that we've been hearing these rumors, and you always pick up on it because you want the game to come back.
Who doesn't want to be a Navy SEAL? It's cool.
Nobody be giving a fuck about SOCOM.
You want to be a Navy SEAL? How about you go play Rainbow, bro? There you go. Go be a Navy SEAL in Rainbow.
He wants to play third person though.
I like third person shooters.
Go play Gears of War. Go play Gears of War.
That game kind of came and went.
What was the last time you played Gears?
Yeah, that game kind of came and went.
Yeah, exactly. So what's gonna make you play SOCOM?
I really enjoyed the Gears story, but like I don't know, the multiplayer, I just didn't feel inspired to sweat in it that hard. I don't know.
Yeah, so I just think at this point, man, just give up on it. Like we've been hearing these rumors for too long. Either they're gonna come out with the game and it's gonna do terrible, or they're never gonna come out with the game and you're just going to be like, well, it could have been. So
it could have been something more.
Bro. Yeah, it could have. Maybe if it came out, it would be great. But I just have a feeling, and I hate to be, the Debbie Downer on the situation, but I think if the game came out, it would not survive. I don't think people would buy back on it. It'll just be those people like you who are like, oh yeah, like I love SOCOM, so I want to give it a try, and then you're gonna put it back down and go back to Apex or something.
People who make 5 videos every single week about SOCOM and games that are like SOCOM.
Those are called. First of all, don't put me in that box. Those people are called losers. I'm just saying I would play it if it came back. I ain't been on 5 videos a week. Get out of here. Let's talk about something else that's about to flop. Google Stadia. November 19th. Question to everybody here. Who knew that Google Stadia was launching? For those of you unaware, we're recording this podcast on Saturday, November 16th. Google Stadia launches next Tuesday, which is the 19th, 3 days away. And this podcast will probably drop on Monday, which is the 18th. So literally the next day in which you're listening to this, Google Stadia will be coming out. Did you guys know this was coming out?
Well, I do because I wrote the article, but yeah.
Because he pre-ordered it.
Oh, Jesus.
He said he regrets his pre-order.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead, break down the launch titles for us here, Jay. What can we expect on this next gen experience?
No. Yeah. Let's prepare for this. Google Stadia users, pre-orders. Let's see what you want to get. So, drum roll, please. Going to get Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Destiny 2. GYLT, Just Dance 2020, Keen, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Mortal Kombat 11, Red Dead Redemption 2. So that one, all right.
Assassin's Creed is literally $20 on Amazon right now. Ridiculous.
Yeah, this is true.
Destiny is free to play. I did, bro.
Well, this is perfect for TBH because that nigga plays that game for $200.
I already beat it. I beat the full game and the DLC. Wow. Yeah, I beat it.
You're gonna New Game Plus it now?
Yo, the ending was fucking crazy. No, I'm not gonna New Game Plus. That game's too damn long. But it was fucking crazy. I look forward to it. Yo, you niggas make jokes, but that's a good ass game. Fuck both of you niggas, bro.
It was a good game. I just didn't want to play for 200 hours.
No. If you could get the DLC for cheap, I would encourage you to play. That shit was fire. The ending was fire because you didn't get the true ending without the DLC.
We'll see. Anyways, Samurai Showdown, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the definitive edition, Thumper, and then just regular Tomb Raider definitive edition. Like, why did anyway? And yeah, so that's all you're gonna get at launch. And then by the end of 2019, you will get access to NBA 2K20, Raid 2, Wolfenstein Youngblood, and Metro Exodus. So does that make anyone excited?
I'm trying to talk about Thumper. That shit sound like a competitor. That sound like a competitor to the Grinder app.
Oh my God. Actually, though, I've seen gameplay of Thumper. Thumper actually is really good.
Yeah, what's it about?
It's a rhythm game.
Like Just Dance?
Yeah, not what you were expecting, huh? No.
Well, that makes sense. Like music thumping, that makes sense.
It's not it's like it's a rhythm, like a bump, 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 bump. But you're this really fast vehicle thingy. It's a weird game. You just gotta look at footage. I can't explain it. It's like Tron, but like you're in this weird ass little drip drop thingy, and you're like slamming against walls to the beat.
Hold on. I'm reading the article. I did not know. JG, according to JG, he says that Mortal Kombat 11 is going to be dropping on the game. So is Mortal Kombat?
I know. I saw that.
Is that like the Jesus version?
Yeah, it's Kanye's.
Okay, shout out to Mortal Kombat.
I gotta pick it up.
What's it?
Yeah. So I'm not excited to play that.
Man, fuck this shit, dog. I say it. Who gives a fuck about this shit, man? This shit is goofy as fuck. If y'all don't quit making this shit, bro, and stick to serving ads, nigga, quit fucking up the monetization or quit fucking up the monetization. That's what y'all need to focus on YouTube.
Keep fucking up the money.
No, I want my money. Google, I want my money. I just
like, what is this for, bro? Is it for like? Is they trying to be competition or something? Like,
I think so. You remember, like when they first announced it, people were kind of excited. There was a conversation around it, and then it kind of it's literally like tumbleweeds for this shit.
I haven't heard about it in in a few months now.
They just announced the launch lineup like 2 days ago.
Yeah. It was pretty recent. So like, I mean, I was excited because it works. Like I actually had hands-on experience at PAX West. They had some Chromebooks there, and they had some Android phones there, and we were playing Mortal Kombat on it, and it actually like played very, very well. So like I said, like with everything that they had, like having the TV, having the the Chromecast and everything on there, like it, in theory, like it looks good. Like it should get more people to actually want to play games anywhere and everywhere. But just with this lineup, all the games that I've already played, I'm not excited to just go out and get it. Because why would I do that?
Right.
Man, fuck Google Stadia, bro. I don't care about that.
Is it a console? Like, what is this exactly?
It's just
like
streaming.
A software? Oh, it's a streaming. Oh, it's streaming.
It's on live 2.0.
So it's any fucking where. Okay.
Yeah. So you can play it on PC.
It's not bad.
TV, your phone, a tablet, and a computer.
This would only work if they had some amazing exclusives. But like you talking about playing Assassin's Creed, which is $20 on Amazon. Destiny is free to play, and Thumper, I don't care what Ethos says, that shit is not for real niggas, bro. I don't know why I want to hear this Thumper. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's just one of my issues, and again, they're gonna have to figure this out with all these games. I feel like they're going to further disconnect the communities.
What the fuck?
Sleeping on that shit, boy.
They're gonna disconnect the communities more, like with these multiplayer games, because unless like they have some other clients in there that will allow you to like add people from other platforms like PSN, Xbox Live, Steam, etc. Like why would you go out and get this and like want to play online multiplayer when you can't play with any of your friends?
Why would I want to play it? Why would I want to stream a fighting game? There's already latency online. Why would I want to add more?
That would make it so much worse.
Give me the disc. Give me the digital download.
Again, I'm confused. And then, of course, the elephant in the room, and this is going to continue to be an issue unless Google says otherwise, is just the incredible amounts of bandwidth that you're going to be using for streaming these games.
I'm bold enough to make the statement that unless this comes out the gate and it's just on fire, like people are really fucking with it, because we could be ignorant. People could really be fucking with this and really be waiting for it. Unless it comes out of the gate swinging, this shit will be shut down within 2 years.
Dang, it's cool. 2 years. I don't know. It's Google though, man.
You think Google would just keep pumping money into it?
Hell yeah, they would.
Yeah, I guess if they don't care and they just want to keep, that's the only way I can see it keep it going. Like they're just pumping money, but I don't see them making no profit off of this. Like,
I mean, like I said before, like when we first heard of this announcement, I was like, the only way that this will work, because if that bandwidth thing, if that ends up being true, when we'll find out on Tuesday when people try it out, if that bandwidth thing is an issue, then Google needs to find a way to get their Google Fiber into every household in America, because this is not going to work. No other company is going to fuck with this. No other ISP is going to fuck with this. They're going to throttle you immediately. They're going to charge you $1,000 on your bill. You're going to be like, what the hell just happened?
I expect a Kroby Cat video in a week.
Yo, you're not wrong though. You're not wrong, bro.
Yeah. So if it's not an issue with the bandwidth that you're using, it's going to be an issue with latency.
Matter of fact, yeah, I'm rooting for Google Stadia. This is gonna be some good content, boy. Oh my god, but deadass though, Google, I'll be ready to write that article. Google Stadia shutting down 2 years from now. I'll be ready. People gonna come back. You remember when you said when this shit blows up? Fuck all y'all. I'm a liar and a hypocrite. All right. Let's see. Fortnite bans FaZe Jarvis. Does anybody care? This is the big news. Everybody kept asking me about it. So for those of you unaware, this story, Fortnite banned a FaZe member, Jarvis, because basically he created a video on YouTube where he was using aimbot. And in the video, he even says, guys, don't use aimbot because I'm going to get banned on this account. And guess what happened? He got banned. And then he makes a 6-minute video crying about how he prophesized his own ban. And for some reason, people on the internet have been asking me in the Twitch chat and on Twitter how I feel about this. I don't fucking care. And B, he prophesied his own ban in this world. Oh, he's 17. He's young. Like,
wait, do you want the hot take?
I don't know if it should be a permanent ban. I'm gonna keep it. I don't know if it should be permanent ban. I don't even think it will be a permanent ban. I think a year or two down the road, Fortnite's gonna lift the ban. I would not be surprised by that. But at the same time, if you're asking me, do I feel sorry for him? No. In this world, there are consequences. And because the thing is, like people were saying, he said in the video, don't show people how. Don't use aimbot. It doesn't matter. You're a person with like 2 million followers, and you're using an aimbot. It's gonna make people want to go out there and do it, even though you're telling them not. Like you know what you're doing, bro. It's influence. No, I don't feel bad for anybody. That's my 5 seconds.
Before you say your hot take.
Sure.
Okay. I don't even have to watch this video.
Well, it's not even a hot take. It's just
I don't even have to watch this video because it's 6 minutes. This man currently has 11 million views on this video. 11 million views. And guess what he put on the beginning of this video? An ad. So you gave him money for not only cheating, talking about cheating, showing you the cheats, getting banned, and they're crying about it to get 11 million views and get support from the community. What the fuck is going on, bro? I don't understand this.
I can tell you just based off of numbers, he's made at least $50,000 off of this video alone.
So you paid him for cheating and getting banned.
Honestly, that's honestly a low ball. I would not be surprised if he made $100,000 off this video.
Shit. What the fuck? This makes no sense. I do not understand. We know about aimbots. Like, who doesn't know about aimbots in 2019? People still use them to this day. You are a popular FaZe member. Why would you decide randomly one day, I'm going to show people how to use aimbots? I don't care if this was
also, why didn't FaZe check his ass? I know they saw the video. Like, yo, take that down, dude.
Exactly. Why would people? Okay, if it was a new aimbot,
failure across the board,
the latest and greatest aimbot, why would you decide that you are going to randomly one day show people that you are using the aimbot and say that you are going to get banned, knowing that you're going to get banned because people are going to see this and catch you immediately? Like, I don't understand the logic, bro. Niggas just have been. He must have just been bored.
And I think the life lesson for this is just because you have clout doesn't mean you're above the law. And if he ever hears this, that's what I hope he learns from this. Because it's not like, fuck you, FaZe. I don't give a. It's a fucking video game. But in this world, there are consequences, bro. And if that was anybody else who wasn't a YouTuber and they weren't popular, they would have gotten the same treatment. So if they don't do it to you, unfortunately, they have to make an example out of you. That's how the world works. Because if they don't, it's a slippery slope. They were like, oh, wow. So they give. I mean, we see it with Twitch. You got people out here throwing pussy on camera 2 different ways, and nothing happened with that, and people are upset with Twitch staff. So unfortunately, they got to make an example out of you. Just, take the L on the chin and grow from it. Ethos, what was your hot take? Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
It wasn't even mine. So Ninja, this is one I think.
Oh my
really
lord,
spicy.
The guy who doesn't play with girls.
So this motherfucker Ninja goes on stream and he defends this FaZe dude, and he says. Wow. Essentially, he argues and says, yeah, he's 17. Is basically what you said. Yeah, he's 17. He made a stupid mistake. He's not disagreeing with like that he didn't deserve to be punished. But he was arguing that he didn't deserve a lifetime ban for it because it's his livelihood, and that if he loses access to that game, basically it impacts his livelihood. And then he argued and said that he believes that content creators deserve different rules when it comes to banning compared to regular players. Now that's what I was curious.
So basically, he said that's white privilege.
That's privilege. Yep. 100%.
He said that that content creators.
Also, that's an easy counter. Here you go, Ninja. Anybody can clip this part. The counter to that argument is if he knows that's his livelihood, he should be guarding it. He has something to lose. Right. Yeah. Problem solved. You shouldn't have did it. It's really that simple, bro.
It could have did it on a different game. If you can't, Fortnite was your livelihood, nigga, go to Apex and do it. Go to PUBG.
Then it would have been a big deal. You got banned on Apex.
Exactly. People like, haha, I use aimbots. I got banned. All right, moving on. I'm going to Fortnite. Yeah, the fuck? Like, nah, nigga, you stupid.
I don't know. At 17, I was smart enough to know not to cheat. Like, I don't know. I
don't even
crocodile
think I'm
tears.
not gonna blame anything because he's young. Fuck you.
Damn, nigga. Okay,
I didn't say all that. I just said I didn't feel bad for him.
I'm saying it because I'm not trying to hear this. Oh, he's white. He's 17. He didn't know any better. He's a content creator. Fuck all that shit. I'm not trying to see this, bro. This nigga fucking cried and got 11 million views, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
I feel that.
Fucking cheated. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Publicity stunt.
Hey yo, hit the like button, yo. This podcast is fire, nigga.
Job, little nigga.
Oh my god. Hey, some people gotta learn the hard way.
Exactly. So he learned it the hard way. He got 11 million views to cry about it. I'll go find something.
Also, I could argue there's no reason to cry because when you reach that level of success where you have how many subscribers? He has 2.7 million subscribers. He can peel off. He can start doing vlogs. He can play a different game. He'll be fine. I don't understand why he's been crying.
Now that's all that they do is do vlogs. All the main dudes just vlog.
He's reached a certain level of success where he'll be okay. So I don't. And also, did you really think you're gonna play Fortnite for the rest of your life? Come on, bro.
Yes, you know
this low key could be a blessing. This low key could be a blessing because we see it time and time again where creators they rely on Call of Duty or Fortnite, and when that game dies, their channel dies. Now you got to peel off and you got to adapt. So sink or swim, young man. Sink or swim. That's what I would say to you. But I don't feel sorry for you. It ain't fuck you though. I don't know about that, Jay. I don't know about that. But you feel how you feel.
I'm saying it by let it get clipped, let it go viral. Come at me, bro. I don't care.
Damn.
God damn. They're gonna be like, these race baiters. Anyways, other news. Oh, this is hilarious news too. Fucking just happened just last night. Ronnie 2K and the Facebook page for 2K got hacked. They hopped on Ronnie 2K's account, and for those of you unaware why this is a big deal, like people just fucking hate Ronnie 2K because he's an asshole. And they hopped on his account and they tweeted out that yo, I'm not gonna lie, NBA 2K20 is trash. And then they also tweeted something like we ain't even trying to patch this shit, it's over, this shit garbage.
Just happened last night, you said?
Yeah, it happened last night. And then they hacked the Facebook page. They were saying a bunch of wild racist shit on there too. Like they hacked his IG DMs. He's trying to slide in the DMs of a bunch of little IG models and shit. He was trying to whatever you thought about Ronnie 2K is pretty much true. Like he uses his 2K clout to try to get women on IG and shit, and he was getting curved. That shit was pretty funny.
That's crazy.
Drake had an issue with the game and he was like, yo, we're gonna fix it or whatever, like right away. So people didn't like that because it seems like and this has kind of always been a criticism of him, if you're not a celebrity, he doesn't care, but the community has criticism and they don't fix the game. But Drake said, yo, I need waves, and he's like, yo, I got you, and all this other shit. So it's like he just looking a little crazy out here. How you feel about this, Jay? Because you feeling the juices today.
So this is,
fuck Ronnie 2K.
This is absolutely hilarious, bro. So not only did they get Ronnie 2K, so let's keep it a buck because they got 2K period. They got 2K games period. If you all didn't know, WWE 2K20 is also suffering. Like it's under
Borderlands as well.
Yeah, this game is fucking awful.
They got Borderlands, so they got 2K period, but obviously the main one is because they got Ronnie 2K and 2K20. So, oh my god, bro, yeah, literally like what TBA said, everything that you thought Ronnie was, like it really is that, bro. He's oh my god, he's a loser, bro. I like if he did not have this community manager job, if he wasn't literally the face of 2K, like this dude, I don't know what he'll be. But I know he won't be getting any chicks, that's for sure. And he wouldn't be, talking to the people and have the outlets to who he has now. Like, it was just ridiculous, bro. But the funniest thing about this, and this is why we always talk about that damn clout, the people who hacked 2K games turned around and put their own faces on the pages of Ronnie 2K and 2K games, and then because like what with all the squads that go out and hack and DDoS, we've seen this before throughout the years, starting like 2014, 2015, as early as I can remember, of all these squads going through and hacking these pages, no matter who it is, and saying follow so and so, but they never have their faces. These dummies had their faces on there, and they put their faces on Ronnie 2K's page. So It's about to be bad for y'all. Like, honestly, y'all were trying to be funny and whatnot. Yes, it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, because I laughed. But then y'all go around and doing, y'all posted, racist things on the Facebook page, saying the N-word, haha, very funny. And then you put your picture on there and you're saying, oh, this is who did it, da 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 da. So, congratulations, because you already know your ass is about to be caught immediately. So I hope that.
I mean, what if that actually isn't them and that's just somebody that they don't like and they're trying to, frame them?
That'd be smarter.
That'd be terrible if they did that.
That's a good point, but I don't put this above that they actually put their own picture. That's just my theory. I could be wrong, and you can correct me if we find out later, if we do get some updates on the story. But I'm thinking it's them because, again, cloud is a hell of a drug. So I think these dumbass little dudes did it.
I think when is enough because the community. Before, when in the early years, 2K14, 15, when it first started getting popular again, people just kind of sort of didn't like him. He kind of seemed just rude. But over the past 2 years, people legitimately hate this dude, and I understand why. Him and I don't know if you saw him and LD2K, the other community manager. They got into it, and LD ended up Ronnie ended up blocking LD because LD didn't agree with him, and that's why a lot of times people go to LD because he listens.
Wait, when did this happen?
This was the past week. Ronnie blocked him.
What?
They had some type of spat. Let me see if I can find it. And Ronnie did.
Managers of the same game had a spat.
Yeah,
LD came back, bro. He came back this year.
Yeah, and Ronnie blocked him because he didn't like that he was disagreeing with him. They went back and forth on it. It's just not a good look. At what point is a company do you all right, we got to protect our brand?
He got a big ego, fam.
It's weird because I can legitimately say I've never seen a community manager for any game like this. He legitimately is just a fucking prick. I don't get why he acts like that. It's bro, you're literally here to serve the community, and he just kind of dismisses people and says slick shit. I don't know.
It's really bad.
It's bad. 2K, I don't know, man. Y'all might need to hit that severance package or something. I don't know.
I do want to say something else, man. I hate y'all cloud niggas. Can we please hack Nelnet? Can we hack Sally Mae, bro? Navi? Can y'all please do something that helps the people, dog? I'm trying to see a Mr. Robot situation go on.
Listen, my man talking about a revolution.
Y'all niggas fucking hacking these video game servers and shit. Y'all hacking these video game companies. Can we please do something else, bro?
I have to say,
funny.
I feel like you're giving them a little bit too much credit. We're talking about, kitty scripts. You're talking about hacking Sally Mae and the government and shit. Fucking not Ronnie 2K. Ronnie 2K's password is probably Ronnie 2K 2019. Come on, guys.
If these little niggas can do that, they can. Sky's the limit, bro.
You're not loving the youth today, man.
We talking about passwords versus encryption, real encryption.
Learn how to hack, bro. Come on, man. This a gateway. Getting your passwords is a gateway. Just go ahead and start full on hacking, bro.
As a cybersecurity expert, I don't condone what JD's saying.
Actually, I don't condone it either because I'm. Don't hack me, bro.
Right? In the sake of my job, I cannot say that is a good thing you should be doing. But I do believe in ethical hacking. I think it's a good service to do.
I guess it'll be interesting to see how this one plays out, but I don't know. As a company, y'all need to start looking at putting out better products as well as your games are ass as well as your community managers. Not all of them, because LD seems like a really down to earth person, but that dude's got to go.
They got Borderlands though. I understand WWE 2K, but
they
got Borderlands too, man.
Just spreading the hate.
Big yikes. When them profits fall, we'll see. The new Sonic trailer dropped. They finally showed the fixed face for the second one. How you feeling about this, House?
Yo, much better, man. I was talking to people in the Discord about this. 100 times better, 100% better. It's as simple as that. Everything else is going to be pretty much the same. Lackluster movie with my boy Jim Carrey, but it's 100% better. It actually looks like him from the video games, so you're not going to be displeased, and his teeth aren't going to fucking creep you out.
I feel that. But what about you, Ethos?
Looks better. I'm probably gonna see it.
Really?
Yeah, because if the artist took that long and they actually listened to feedback and do it, the least I can do is go see the movie.
I can understand that. I respect that. What about you, Jay?
If you had time to bitch, you got time to go to that movie.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go say it. It does look way better. I'm so glad at the redesign. So shout out to the artist, bro, because y'all did an amazing job. It's crazy though. Like it really took them to complain about it. All the hardcore Sonic fans, they were like, "Nah, bro, we're not messing with this." And look at that, a change happened. So again, this is just a small taste of like showing you what can happen if you actually voice voice your displeasure and stuff. You don't have to be, angry about it. You don't have to, threaten to kill people's families and all that stuff. Like, that's extra. But if you just, just voice your displeasure with stuff, like, you can see that change will be made, because y'all were like, yo, we're not going to see this film. Change that shit. And they were like, all right, we're going to delay the movie and we're going to change it. And you see what happened. I haven't seen anybody that said that, I don't like it. Like, everybody likes to change. It looks way, way better. The only person who's still on the fence is our resident Sonic GI member, Ace.
Really? Because I was about to say, I don't care. I'm not seeing that movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I agree.
Ace is still on the fence, bro. He said he's still.
He's going to see that movie. He sleeps on a Sonic base bed or whatever. You know that car that Sonic drives in the Sonic Racers game? That's the bed he sleeps on. Yeah, that race car bed. That's what he sleeps on, bro. I don't want to hear that shit. Hold on, y'all. We can take a bet right here, $5. Y'all really think that Ace is not going to see the Sonic movie?
Oh no, he's gonna
fuck out of here, bro. I'm in tattoo glory right now. I don't care. Like, I agree that it does look better, and the movie as a whole looks a little bit better, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm not really a Sonic fan. I appreciate that they went out and fixed the faces, but whenever I think of Sonic, I just think the same thing I think of the poker community. Pedophiles, weirdos on the fucking DeviantArt forum, fucking the DeviantArt forums, bruh. Just fucking what did the Sonic community like do? They have to draw fake hedgehogs and fucking cosplay and shit. That shit is weird. Yeah, that shit is weird, bro. I'm not showing up. I'm good. I'm good. But I hope y'all enjoy it. I don't want it to fail. I don't want anybody to think of that. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm a Sonic fan because they fixed his face. And then last but not least, all I got is a quick PSA. So FTC passed some rules for this applies more so to all the YouTubers out there, or if you're an aspiring YouTuber, or if you watch a YouTuber and you're not 100% sure if they updated their settings, make sure you go into your settings on YouTube, because the FTC passed a new rule where if you do not disclose whether or not your videos are family friendly, you can face up to like a $40,000 fine. And what you have to do is you have to go into your settings, go to channel, and then you have to click yes or no for whether or not your channel is family friendly, or your ass could get in trouble, as well as not disclosing whether or not you have sponsorship. So I just wanted to put that out there. I don't know if y'all want to add anything to that, but just a PSA.
That's what that email was about.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Probably read that.
yeah, definitely go into your settings if you got a channel. Any whether or not you are, just anybody, just to be safe, because I don't want nobody getting in trouble.
Man, once again, YouTube trying to save their own asses. So this is the next step that they've taken to further demonetize all your videos. I'm not messing with YouTube no more. Like, I'm so tired of it. Like, shout out to UTBH. Obviously, like, you have a huge fan base on there. You're gonna keep it going. People still love the videos, but I'm just like, I'm so like over YouTube now. Like, I'm still to this day getting emails about videos that I've done 5-6 years ago that are getting demonetized. Like, I'm so like upset at that.
Oh.
Like, it's really weird.
Also, they said they changed their terms of service too, for those of you unaware. Basically, they can, if they deem your channel not commercial worthy, they can terminate it at any point.
Damn.
Yeah. So there's a channel. There was a big YouTube channel with 800,000 subscribers. The minorities, they do like social commentaries or something like that. They just deleted their channel out of nowhere. It didn't give them any type of warning or anything like. So basically, what YouTube is saying is, if your channel doesn't make us money, we can get rid of it if we feel like it.
God damn.
Livelihood. So you remember what happened last time? Livelihood.
Yeah, so
they rolled up on the actual headquarters. So I'm not trying to see that happen again.
Oh shit!
Like, you mess with people's money. Like, it's been bad over the past few years, but I feel like this is really gonna be like the start of YouTube like really going down the shithole. Like, I hope it doesn't get there, because again, there's a lot of people's livelihood, but it's really not a good look. I understand that YouTube is trying to do everything that they can to try to basically do have their job be done without having someone manually do it, because it's almost impossible for people to manually look at all these videos. But man, just all these changes that they've implemented, it's not good for the actual creators, man. It's really only good for the people who are already on TV, and that's what they want to be anyway. So it's really at that point, they just want TV to be on.
Yeah, it's crazy how things come full circle. It started off as a platform for the people, and it went right back to Hollywood. So.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Just something to be aware of if you're interested in YouTube or anything like that. I had already tested out. I tried censoring one of my videos just to see how it is. People thought it was funny, so a couple of people complain, why are you censoring yourself? I wouldn't do it for every video. Like, I wouldn't do it for this podcast, but like for certain videos where like I feel like I'm excessively cursing, it's adapt or survive, just to see.
You might need to do it on this podcast, because damn, I just went off.
Nah, this shit's staying raw. This shit's staying raw. I'm trying to keep the middle ground. But yeah, that's all I got on my podcast. Nosy, I got anything else y'all want to add to the conversation?
Nope.
Nah, man.
True,
Going to see Sonic. That's about it.
True. Well, you got the show floor, House. What's your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 92? Go.
Definitely a pleasure to be here. I'm still going to be rocking my orange lightsaber if you want to come through to my Twitch. I don't Twitch often, I'll be honest, but if you do want to check it out, that orange one at house_MGA, definitely come through for that. And also come through to my my Twitter and my Instagram. They're both the same thing, at IBFamousWDS. That's the letters IB, the word famous, and the letters WDS. That's my podcast one. It's called I'm Gonna Be Famous with Dwight Smith. I just talk about the entertainment industry, all that good stuff, and I promote others' work. So if you want your work promoted, come on through, man.
Yeah, make sure to message me on Discord, your social media, so I can drop the social medias in the description box of the video version, so people can find you.
Yeah, I got you.
Bet. All right, Ethos, you got the floor. What's your closing statement for Gaming Illuminati episode 92? Goat.
Is lit. That's it.
All right, Jay, can you say something, please?
Yes. I just want to say to all the people out there, I finally tried the Popeye chicken sandwich.
I'm gonna go get one after this.
I tried the spicy one, and it was actually pretty good.
So you recommend the spicy? I was gonna get both.
Spicy.
Good.
Yes, bro.
Should I get both? Should I get both?
Yes,
try both.
You're gonna love spicy more.
Okay.
Yeah, spicy's better.
I'm not really that big into spicy food, but if it tastes better, I'll try it.
I'm not either, TBH, but it was
try both.
Okay, I'll get both.
Matter of fact, I got you next week, bro. Like, let's go.
Money and shit.
Other than that, appreciate you, House. I know that I was the late one today, but usually it's Ethos, so you just happen to catch it on the wrong week.
CP time.
He left our guest thing in last time, so again, I apologize.
Always deflecting, boy. You should be a Jedi. I swear to God.
This guy. Oh my God.
You might as well play Sekiro.
Oh my God.
Shout out to you, House. And especially with this back-to-back, because it's been a while since we've done like back-to-back podcasts every week. So again, like huge shout out to all the new Patreon members that we've gotten. I know that a lot of people are trying to get on the podcast. So again, I'm usually the head of that. So next time we do a podcast, again, we're going to try to get another Patreon guest. Make sure that you are responding to all of the posts on the Patreon. And if you would like to be a member of our Patreon, please consider subscribe to patreon.com/GI updates. And a huge shout out to everybody that continues to support us. And that's it.
True. My closing statement is I'm a person who believes putting energy into the universe, speak what you want into existence. So whether it's YouTube or Mixer, check it out, cut the check. I'm checking out your roster. You cutting big checks to all these people. I don't see nobody of color over there. And I don't know if y'all saw, but they just cut a check to that to this one girl named Ewok. This little white girl. I looked at her numbers, like, no, congratulations to you. I don't want nobody to think I'm hating on no kid, and like, it's not like that. But congratulations to you. But I couldn't help but notice she got like 400 viewers. I get more than that. So I mean, you cutting checks to mid-tier people like myself. I'm just saying, if you need a person of color on the roster, slide in my DMs. Shout out to Mixer. But anyways.
Wow, shameless plug.
I don't give a fuck. Twitch don't do nothing for me. Cut the fucking check.
Oh man,
you got bills,
boy.
I'm tired. No, I'm on the same energy that JG said at the top of the year, bro. I'm high key tired of being humble, bro. I'm tired of that shit, bro. So I want my fucking money, man. So it is what it is.
You like JG.
True. So this has been Gaming Illuminati episode 92. I appreciate everybody coming through. Like JG said, support us on Patreon, patreon.com/GI updates. Take the show on the go. Spotify, Apple, SoundCloud, all of the major podcast outlets. Download the GI app on iOS and Android. And that's all I got for you. I will see you guys on the next episode, which will probably be like early December, I think, when I look at the calendar. But yeah, peace out. Bye.